Okay, reverting to the backup. Reverting to backup. Here we go. Hello, can anyone see us now? It's a good job I do have backups on this.
Hello?
Hello. Hello, can anyone hear us? Can anyone tell us if you can hear us? Can you see us?
Oh, yeah, we're on.
Just up now, yeah, we can see us.
Right, sorry about that. The first computer has... see, now this is where it's... I've got two computers. Just put everyone in the picture here. So we've got two computers running this. One of them normally does all the chat and the YouTube stuff. The other one does all of the cameras and all the mystical stuff. But the one that's... The computer I normally use said failed, try again, and that's why it wasn't going. So I immediately fired it over to the other computer and told it to do it. And now, yeah, I don't know. So now I've got a situation where, do I turn that one off because it might end the stream, even though it's saying failed and it's just got a going live and it's spinning and all the rest of it? I'm just terrified now of touching anything. So what we will do is hopefully we can go, but I do believe we're sort of okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put our forum on this one. Right, talk amongst yourselves, everybody, just for 1 minute whilst we just sort this. Andy, keep them entertained. Do a dance or something.
Nick did say he's got a echo, but no one else has mentioned
No,
it.
it's not an echo from me. This is them that echo because they don't wear earpieces. I'm good.
Yeah, no, we're all good. Good morning to everybody in YouTube land.
Yes.
In there.
All doing well.
Andy's a good dancer. That's what my wife says.
Yeah, said no, whatever.
Said never.
I saw him at the wedding, briefly swinging a hip.
Yeah, that was when I was putting it out.
That's when he's
Get back in.
Yeah, that's it. That's all right. We had lots of medical team there, so you'd have been fine. We had everything from surgeons to paramedics. It's great. Right, okay, so we're going to have to run it this way, which I don't think will be a problem. It seems to be all working and firing on all cylinders, as long as everybody is okay. Our chat I've got up now as well. It's just I can't see YouTube chat. So can you guys watch YouTube chat?
I've got YouTube chat. It's all good.
So if I put YouTube chat, it's going to appear there. So
no, I'm on YouTube chat. So
okay, if you two can, or one of you monitor YouTube chat, because I can't see it this morning, I will hopefully get this sorted out for this afternoon. But as I say, I don't want to end it here and try and switch them because one might cancel the other one out. So very good. Yes, Matt's looking like a Bond villain. He does.
Who, me?
Yes.
What, with the
Not
dog?
quite a cat. Shaggy dog.
She's the assistant's dog.
Yes. When'd she have an haircut? She's looking shaggy again.
She's booked in a week today. She's going next Saturday for her because she does need one because she can hardly see. Look, mate, can you? She's fine.
She's either really nice and docile or she's completely bonkers and...
That's the spaniel, literally.
That's the spaniel cross poodle bit, isn't it?
That's it. That's the spaniel side comes out. Then the poodle bit's now lapdog, likes to be stroked, and then the spaniel bit when she's going mental. So
it's because it's just me and her today. She's got no distractions, so yeah, she's pretty calm.
For now. It's all right. At the moment, she's looking out the window. Good job. Right, good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing really well. Hope you got lots of modelling done, perhaps overnight, and you've got on with your stuff. To be honest, I was going to do some last night, but I got sidetracked with other things, making wash, to be honest. So that's that evening gone out the window. But anyway, I've got my fuselage half. I grabbed the camera. We got the fuselage halves went together, you might remember, yesterday. This morning, I've literally just taken care of the seams, and we popped the nose on. But generally, I'm very happy. A lot of people used to complain about one of the things with this kit because you're obviously, sorry about my fingernails, that's wash under there, by the way, not poo or anything. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do is that I've got to put the panel lines all back in. All right. So we get those put on this morning. We're going to get the wing section put on this morning. So that'll go on, which again, there's a little secret to this, which I'll tell you about. Make sure you're nice and clean in here so you've got no swath. And make sure as well when you're doing it, it's level. So make sure that's a perfectly square across the end. So if you have got a steel ruler or something, you can just pop it up to it. All right. And you can literally just make sure that that's all square across the end. If you've got a gap, you're going to have trouble because the wing section is not going to fit in. But you might notice I have got a slight gap on this side. Not this side, but this side, and I will show you why. And this is a fault with the kit, I do believe, because I've never managed to fix this. All right, so when you put this in, as you can see, you end up always with a small little gap more on this side than you do on the other side, but it's actually completely flush. The other way as well, a couple of swipes of the sanding stick just on the height of this piece here, and you'll notice it goes in. Otherwise what happens is, if you don't give it a little bit of just the tiniest rub, that you'll notice you get a nasty step here, and you've got to deal with it. But there we go, you can see we're looking pretty good, but we've got a small gap there. So what I tend to do is, you'll see I'll put a shimmer plastic card in there and cut it. And we can probably get a very, very thin piece of plastic card in there. It's a quick and easy way of doing it. But generally though, you can see there's that gap. Never managed to get rid of it. But the weird thing is, it's only on one side. The other side one is very, very small. You can hardly see it. But again, it's just a little bit of attention, because when you take photos of the Phantom, you normally take this sort of angle and you'll see it. So you do want to make sure that it's all nice on there. But generally you can see the rest of it is all good. So she is somewhat all together. I've put the nose on literally just before we came on air, so I'm just going to let that dry on and then we'll take care of it. We'll get the wing section put onto this in a moment, and we'll get that in. We'll put those plastic card shims in there. And to be honest, the other thing with this kit is, when you put it down like this, you can see you can get one side with basically no gaps, but this side you always get a small gap just down at the front here. Don't know why. It's obviously something to do with this one. Again, we're going to put a shimmer plastic card down there. I'll show you all about it anyway. And it just makes it easier than coming in with filler and stuff like that. But generally, when this comes in and you do it, it looks like it's a nasty fit, but you push it down and then slightly lift each wing, just a tiny bit, and you will notice that they will go. But you always still get that little gap just here at the front. But again, we'll shim it, and that's it. So yeah, plan of action. Start off with, I'll get this somewhat together, get the shims in, and then I will start to work on the ejector seats. So the ejector seats are over here, which I've just given them a coat of black paint, just flat black for the minute. So we got these, and then I'm going to hand paint, and then we'll dry brush, give them a wash, usual bits and pieces in, and then we can then obviously fit them at the end of the build. As those are all drying then and everything's drying off, plan of action is get the canopy done for this one. So we get the canopy mast and we'll get it sort of installed into it, and then again that can be drying. So this afternoon we can then do cleanup work on all of this, and then hopefully we get a coat of primer onto it, and hopefully get the white on it as well. So we want to get the white work down onto this one first, and then tomorrow morning we're going to get the other coat, the decals, and then we'll finish it off. Yeah, so that's probably not going to happen, but we will. No pressure, but we will definitely going to have a good run at this. So, but yeah, good job. That's how I'm going with it all. That's my plan of action for today.
Okay.
So yes, how are you guys doing?
Steady, slow and steady at the minute.
Let's go Matt first then. So
right,
Matt's
okay.
lower hull, nice.
So the lower hull, like I say, is nearly done. They're just pushed into place. I'm going to remove them to for painting. So I've stuck the rollers at the top, just connected these and letting them dry, make sure it's square. There's a little cap thing, cover that needs to be gone on there, and then that's done. I've glued the wheels together yesterday, the road wheels, so I've just been cleaning those up, all the burrs and mess. So they're pretty much done. Also, you can see my little part of the tracks. So I've 3D printed a file off yesterday while I was at work. So we have got some tracks. These are resin and they're supposed to be workable. I ain't done the pins yet though, because I was just getting the tracks done, and then all I did last night, to be honest, because I was like you had other things to do, but I actually removed them from the supports, which I've chucked in the bin, but I'll show you what the one, because is that a higher one? Hold on, just bear with me. I'll show you the supports for them. So I figured if you are going to 3D print your own tracks, just make your supports a bit higher than they normally would be, because normally they do them and they're quite low. But if you just raise the tracks up a bit, or wheels, or whatever you're doing, you get a bit more clearance, so it's easy to snip them off these. Because obviously, as you can see, that is just one track each. These have not been cured. I've not put them through the curing station, so it's all still flexible, which is easier then, obviously, to remove. And I'll probably just use a light pen to cure them because they're very small anyway. So, yeah, I've just sat here. I sat here listening to a podcast for half an hour or so, just clipping tracks off. So I don't even know how many I've got in there. I don't know if I've got enough actually to do both runs, and by the looks of it, probably not. So I might probably have to print some more off. So we'll see. Yeah, and the pins. I don't know if to metal pin them or actually you can get resin pins that this set comes with. So I will see. But today's endeavours this morning will be probably do a bit more on the top of the superstructure, probably get the hatches on and in, any other little bits and bobs. Obviously the gun is cleaned up. I did that yesterday, so that's ready, and see if we can get it all attached in together. And that's the plan. So
nice.
So yes, we'll see how we go this morning. But
do you think you'll get it done by Sunday night?
Yeah.
Honestly, no. But I will have it done by the end of the week, next week, when the thing is.
Yes.
But no, I don't think I will get it done tomorrow. And to be honest, I ain't going to rush it either, because I'm actually, because them tracks are going to take a good few hours to put together. So, yeah, if I was using the rubber band track, possibly, but actually, no, I'm going to, because I want to replace some of the bits that come with the kit, as in the tools are crap, to be honest, they're of their age. So I'm going to replace the tools, the jack, and some other bits and bobs that I'll probably 3D print some files off for them. And want to add a bit of stowage as well. So, I mean, I've got a little barrel here, you know, like they used to put the stuff on the back. So I'm going to have some tarps and just general sort of, crew stuff, ammo boxes, whatever on the back. So, yeah, should have it done by end of the week. I'll see how far I get this weekend. If I can get in primer, at least in primer, I'll be happy. But we'll see how we go. So.
Late in the chat says he's never built a tank. He would not have the patience to put all them tracks together. You just do them a few at a time. Do like 10 tracks, go on something else, come back a couple hours later, do another 10 tracks. Before you know it, you've.
I can say, like me and Phil was saying, you think that, but actually, once you get going, put a bit of music or podcast on, put some on to listen to, and actually, it goes really. You think, oh, just a 10, and then I'll leave them, and I'll do something else. And it's one of them where you start them and can't seem to stop until you've done a run.
Yeah,
you just do it, don't you? I think, like say that the thought of doing them is actually worse than actually doing them. Do you know? So, but I mean, if you buy a kit with link and length tracks or the rubber band tracks, you ain't got to worry about that, have you? To be honest, you can just, modern kits nowadays, like say, if they've got link and length tracks, they're very good. Even Tamiya do them. So, yeah.
Tim says, still in two minds about the whole removing supports before curing. I generally give it 2-3 minutes before, as I like them more brittle snap off. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing, though, doesn't it? Sometimes it's easy to take them off.
I was going to say, it's one of those things. I find that sometimes it's easier to remove them. If I'm printing something with a lot of them, it's easier to remove them. But also it depends on if I'm worried about the detail. If it's got lots of detail onto it, like when I did the engines for the Y-Wing, that's got you can't tell which ones are supports and which ones are piping. So I thought, well, look, we'll cure it all in one, and then I will take my time and do it so I can work it out. Because sometimes I can be pulling them off, and some of the supports might be actually supporting to pipes and just rip them off. So, but it is obviously, it's easier to take them off. But I know some of the guys they were talking about yesterday saying you can heat them up with a hot hairdryer, and just soften them, and that makes them a lot easier to come off as well. So, you can do that and warm them up in warm water as well, and it makes them easier to remove and stuff. Because for people who are watching that review I did, the seat was absolutely a million supports onto it, and it's holding some really delicate stuff. So I can understand whilst that one was shipped that way, rather than removing all the supports off of it. But you've got to be careful. So, but if it's something where, let's face it, it's not a problem and it's not got much detail on, perhaps the little bit sticking out, I'll just rip them off before it goes in the curer. Also, it's handy sometimes to put them in the curer on supports because you get more in the curing station.
Yeah.
That's why I did it. It was it was the wash station, to be honest, and obviously it's easier to get it in the basket. If I took them off, they'd have just fell through the.
They would have gone through, yeah.
So, but being so small, what I did was obviously I pre-washed them, got most of the extra resin off it. Then I put them in the proper wash station, washed them, and I put them because our printer's near the front office, near the window. It was quite an all right day. So I left them on the support and put them there. So the sunshine cured them a little bit. They're not super soft. They're quite, they've gone quite hard, to be honest. It was just obviously these supports I wanted a bit of flex in them just to remove them and snap them off.
That's another thing. Sometimes if it's not been cured, it doesn't leave as much of a mark.
No, they've come off really
on the part. Whereas if you cure them, it's rock hard, and sometimes it then leaves.
Yeah.
gives you more of a clean up afterwards. But
the other thing is, I'll just put the old tank in the curing station when it's done and cure them that way.
Yeah, just stick it all in one lump.
Bake it in one lump when they're stuck on. Yeah, there's ways and means, but no, they're all right. They're a bit, I've kind of test fitted them to go together, and they do join really nice. Like I say, so just one pin in, and should be a nice set of tracks. So yeah.
Alan says, quick question: does the Tamiya F14 need nose weight? I did mine in flight, so I can't remember, but I wouldn't have thought so. Not on an F14. There's enough up front, you'll be fine. Viking, on the other hand, you need a lot in that. But yeah, you should be absolutely fine with that one. I've never put nose weight. I don't think into Tomcats. I don't know. I might have done actually. Don't know. To be honest, it's one of those things. I built it. I don't know last year, but we're saying it went together so easy and well that I didn't really take much notice of it. Really.
Yeah, John says no nose weight.
I don't think they do need nose
don't
weight.
think I've ever put any nose weight in them, to be honest. But a lot of the times, obviously, by the time you put some seats in there and various bits and pieces as well, it will be fine. So yes.
Anyway,
good job.
What's Andy doing?
Very nice. Right, over to Andy. Looking good. He's almost finished it. See, look, I don't know what the problem is. But we talk about all year how he never builds a model. But literally, in a day, he's almost finished one.
Perhaps he should just build 72nd.
Yeah, I think you found your forte. That's just keep to 72nd.
Yeah, but I don't like 72nd.
See?
I prefer
something to be said with not complicated kits.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fair. Just a bit of scene clean up. I'll get the canopy masked up this morning, hopefully. Get a coat of primer on it and see where we are with seams. And then hopefully this afternoon I want to get me light aircraft grey on it, if I can find any light aircraft grey.
Which I did ask you if you needed any, did I not?
I know. The thing is, I know I've got an attack one because I can remember buying the attacker set.
I've got light aircraft grey and attacker. Yeah.
But the only problem is that all the attacker paints are all.
Have you got XF19?
I have, yes. That's
because that's close. That's proper close. That is.
Yeah, but that's what we did talk about that on Thursday, didn't we, Matt?
Yeah, we did. XF19. Everybody's got XF19. It's a staple, isn't it, of the Tamiya.
It is. Everyone needs that. It's the go-to colour.
If I've got the attacker, I know I've got the attacker. It's just I've got to sort through about 500 pages to try and find it.
Just as well, Andy, you've probably got it in Mr. Hobby.
I've checked Mr. Hobby and I've also checked MRP, which is the ones I've got out.
And not got it in MRP?
No.
No.
No, I had them all out last night and had a look, and no, it's not in there.
Okay.
Not got it in Mr. Hobby, Mr. Colour.
Could do it in Vallejo Model A.
I will have it in Vallejo Model A. But
Can we watch that? Can we watch that as a live painting?
No, too much swearing, you'll get banned. Every time a needle plugs up or it spits on me.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I must admit, Andy, it looks a lot nicer now. You haven't got your blind down hiding your shelf. I know you've tidied it up and it's very posh up there now instead of what it used to look like. But yes, it does look very nice there with the Tonka up there.
It's a very nice shelf of doom, Andy, that.
Yeah, look, it'd be nice. Where's your mahogany thing you were doing, that flak thing?
That's actually in the other room. That's not finished yet.
It's not finished. No shit.
What, the other room or the flat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other room is Sam's bedroom, and that's. I don't know what we're going to do if he needs to come home.
He's not come home now, mate. He's gone. That's it.
Never see him for dust.
Well, there's a couple of weeks between when his digs finish this year to his digs start next year.
Yeah.
And it's either going to be sofa surfing somewhere, or come home. I'm not quite sure what he's doing yet.
No, the only time he'll be back is when he's skint, because we all did it.
He's got more money than we've got.
Very nice. Right, okay, don't forget, we've got a little bit of specials going on as well as we start to do our build. So I've got a bit of a thing going on over on the flooringmodels.org site. So just pop over to flooringmodels.org/store, or just pop in here and click on the store button just down in here. And we're doing 10% off all the washes. So we've got all your thick washes, we've got all your normal thin washes, we've got your pigments, and obviously we've got some of your merch stuff as well. So we've got hoodies and t-shirts and aprons, you name it as well, and polo shirts. The mug, which I can highly vouch for, I'm drinking out of it this morning. I got a very nice Costa Cappuccino from my Tassimo machine in mine this morning. Unfortunately, we have sold out the glue holders, but we got 3 of these yet. I will do another run of them next week. So we'll sort something out for that one. But if you want to get any of those ones, you can do down in there. Just pop along to there. Don't forget as well, our partners in crime over at High Altitude Hobbies, if you are in the US. They've got a little something going on as well with the Flory model stuff. So they're doing a discount. If you click in here, perhaps it's all, there we go. So they've got all the washes, there it is, as well. On a little bit of a special as well, so if you want to grab any of those ones, you can do as well right the way over the weekend. And we've also got our friends at Serious Models. They're giving a bit of a discount as well, so if you want to grab anything from there, you can do. If you're in the EU and in Greece, you can pop over there. And obviously Bravaco, they are at a model show, and I've forgotten which one it is today. What is it, EMS?
EMF,
anyway,
EMF, isn't it?
That's it. It's a proper, really, really nice show. To be honest, they sent me a load of photos that they were setting up last night, and it's huge. So, but anyway, they've got obviously all the washes and stuff in there as well. And don't forget, you can get your washes over the usual suspects over at PM Models as well, which are just here. You can go down in there. And also PM Models, which is pmmodelsuk.com. If you pop in here, we've got our special offers section.
So this, just heads up then, this lot on here, it's just going to be up for today, and then that lot will be gone, and it's going to be replaced for tomorrow. So if there's anything you want on there, you've got to grab it obviously today before it goes, because that's not stuff we normally stock. So like I say, there's a few bits in there. If you're interested, then grab them at a decent price.
There you go, Paul, get your wallet ready. He's just saying in our chat, what specials have we got? There you go. I've just answered that exact question. So they will change over, and there's some very nice tasty ones in there as well, including, I'm even thinking about getting that one myself, because I've got the other one, and it's back in as well, because I sold the last one, and I regretted selling it. So, but yes, nice down in there as well. And again, that repeat we looked at yesterday, very, very nice indeed. And again, if you want kinetic Harriers, which are absolutely brilliant and fantastic, highly vouch for those. We've got all of those down in there as well. All right, so very, very nice indeed. You can grab all of those ones. Anything else you want to talk about in here?
Yeah, just a heads up that the AK acrylic thinners is back in stock. So the one we keep selling out of rapidly, the stuff, is back in. Got that back in.
Thinners,
We've had a restock of real colours as well, 3rd gen paints as well, Gen 3 acrylics, and we've got a new wet palette as well from AK. So if you go into tools,
accessories,
I think it's in there. Is it under?
Yeah, it is right. First one.
There you go.
Wet palette.
It's their new wet palette, because they did one, but they've discontinued it. So this is the new one. So
is that the feeling you get when you're sat in Andy's car then, and he's got his cool seats on?
Yeah, you get a wet palette.
You feel like you've got a wet palette.
Yeah.
So, but yes. So if you're all you figure painters and generally acrylic painters out there, it's a bit of a must-have, isn't it? We were saying
it is,
wet
actually,
palette.
yeah. That's the new one, and obviously we'll be putting another AK order in pretty soon anyway, so we'll be getting the refills for it. I just wanted to. You obviously get stuff with that. You do get a few sheets of paper and whatever else, a full kit, but obviously the other bits we will be stocking as well. So. Yeah, and then obviously we've got our glue holders. We sold a few yesterday. I don't know how many we've got left, but obviously Phil's out, but we're not. And you can
there you go. So yeah, I'm out of stock. But if you want to grab it from PM, it's the same design and everything, but you get the nice PM logo onto this one.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you can paint them up. We just send them in plain grey, but if you want to paint them up, because we've got a bit of a thread running on our forum and where people have gone really to town with them.
Yeah.
And it's great. Really, really nice as well. So paint them up and then send us a photo of when you paint them up. I might take some of the photos from our forum and put them on the site, actually, so people can see what you can do with them. But yeah, really, really nice. Good job.
Carl, special offers are changing today. So tomorrow there'll be new special offers up.
Yeah.
And don't forget also that the whole of the all the model kits on the store are also reduced in price.
Yep.
Yes.
All marked down.
Everything.
Everything's
discounted. Lot.
Just while we're on, because we did a good sale of. If you go to new arrivals, please, just so everybody knows where we're at. The Canberra is becoming a very popular kit, shall we say?
Yeah.
So what I've done is I'm going to put another order in today with said manufacturer. I've reloaded them, so if you want one. You can grab one, and then obviously next week we'll get it out to you. So, yeah, just nice. To be honest with you, it's not a bad little kit, and you get a bit of 3D printer stuff with it. So, and again, like I said yesterday, the Lightnings are back in as well. The Sword Lightning, so that's 2-seat and the 2 single seats as well. So, and the other thing, last thing before we go and get on with some modelling is Edard as well as like the weekend editions. We've sold quite a few of them, so we've got a load more of them coming back in as well. So, with all their great fancy box art.
Yes.
But yes, there we go. Phone's gone. Yeah. It's either that or my daughter needs picking up from somewhere and I'll be going. It's one of them. So yeah, loads of Edard in. Like I said, there's loads of stock in. We'll go through the shop and if not, give Andy a shout. I'm sure we can get it in.
Yes.
Look at that in that flash.
Modelling the
Yes.
Or
I tell you what, look, mine's in silver. I painted mine. I've aerosoled mine silver. Look.
you can't have this one yet.
No, that's the
We're not
very
printed
limited
any
limited
That's the
edition
other
that
one.
we haven't got yet.
That's the next run, isn't it, for them?
Yes.
And then if we can get it to work, we're going to do a special paintbrush holder, which is designed as a Gatling gun. It's just a man's trouble with the print at the minute. It keeps failing. We can get, but that's going to be, because it's such a big print, we'll be putting like a print to order up for that, I think, because I don't want a load of them, but that looks quite cool. So yeah, all good. Right, has anybody got any questions? Because I think there was
just two down in here. Chris is saying, how does the Kinetic F104 stack up against obviously the Hasegawa one? So again, you're talking in difference of like almost 30 years in age. That's the biggest difference. So obviously the Kinetic one is modern. It's a lot more detailed clearly than the Hasegawa one, but I still like the Hasegawa. Well, clearly I'm building one, but the Hasegawa kit's really, really nice. So it depends. If you want something as more of a curbside model, as we call it, and just going to look at it, and you don't want the fancy details, then the Hasegawa kit is still an absolute gem. But if you want to have something with a little bit more detail, obviously cockpit's a lot more detailed. The instrument bay behind the pilot, obviously wheel wells, stuff like that, and just general surface detail. The Kinetic one is really, really nice. You know, it's a lot sharper. It's like the Hornets. If you look at their Hornets, I've done both now. You know, if you look at the timeline of Hornets coming through, the Hasegawa one was light years ahead, but it's nothing compared to the Kinetic one. The Kinetic one's far superior in pretty much every respect. But again, if you're just want a straightforward build, like we're showing with the Phantom, that goes together literally within a day, then yeah, go for the older ones, because they are still stacking up really, really nice. And lastly, somebody was saying about, can vouch for the F5. The AFE F5 is a fantastic kit as well. There you go,
Actually,
Carl saying.
Can I just one thing while John's on? John, do you know the paintbrush holder? Any chance you can send it through to us as a SLL file instead of the... Because we're having problems with the sports failing all the time. So we need to put thicker sports on it, we think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matt's doing that. I think you've done it 3 times now, haven't you? And the sports failed every time.
Yeah, it's A10 printed, but we'll get around it. Anyway, John, we need to catch up, don't we, me and Phil, with you, because we're not spoken to you forever.
Yeah, I know. John, we haven't forgotten about you. We will get in contact. It's just been very, very busy. Very busy.
And we know you have as well. Stuff, but yeah, we will have to have a catch up soon. So all good. Right, I'm going to get rid of this thing on my back, because
let us crack on, everyone, and start to get some work. Remember, shout out questions. If we don't see any, don't take it personal. It's just because we haven't seen it, because we are building today. Okay. But just keep asking, and we will see it, and we will answer it as we make our way on.
I think on YouTube, Jim asked about attacker paint sets. I don't know if you can get them. You're in the States. We sell the singles, to be honest, rather than the sets. We had a bit of trouble with the sets leaking on us, so we kind of we don't bother with them. We just did the singles now. Seems a lot better. I don't know if you can get them in the States. I don't know who your distributor is over there. So. Not sure. Right.
Right. Go for it.
Get built in.
Go for it.
Right, come on, dog. You're gonna have to. All right, calm down. Come on, bed. Calm down.
Calm down, dear. Calm down.
Come on, bed. Come on, bed. Just getting this funny look of, really?
Yeah. Says who?
Yeah, says who. I'm just going to be annoying. I can tell.
That's the Springer side, that is, I tell you. Look at you like you're stupid.
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly it. she's lost because nobody else is here apart from me and her, I think. So I don't know what to do with herself.
Yeah.
Right, where was we?
So the first thing you're doing when you do the phantom is just to make sure you get these areas at the back nice, because if you get a huge step, they're a pain. So when you put your clamp in like here, just to hold it, just manipulate it a little bit and push it out so it's correct and sitting nicely, because trust me, it'll save you a lot of hassle. And I just do 2 clamps, so I have one at the back just pushing down, so it's pushing that entire lower surface up and getting these down in here. But many times you forget about these at the rear, so you just, you're more worried about the front, and actually these are a right pain, because if it's stepped, it's an awful step to get rid of. If anything, you want the top bit to overhang the bottom, because it's easier to blend it in than it is the other way around, because obviously you've got this big square plate that runs back. It is actually a panel line, so you can just put in a panel line to sort of fix it. But again, we're all good at the front, we're looking nice at the front. It's not actually so bad. Now we've got some glue in, the actual, it's bridging it quite well, so that's going in. But we just want to make sure that we're good on the front and you're all square when you put your clamps in. And also double check it once you've got your clamps in as well, and don't over tighten it, because otherwise you're going to end up with a huge step. So for the moment we're just getting it in like this. All right, so we're happy. We're just going to let that bite for a couple of minutes just so the glue starts to get a grip, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put a band in right the way around just to lift the wings. When it lifts the wings, we'll lose the seams each side, because at the moment, you can probably see it's quite a nasty seam on this side running right down in here. It's not a problem, you just need a little bit of lift. As soon as you put a little bit of lift, it goes, but you're always going to get it slightly at the front. All right, so again, it's one of those things, time and patience with these. But what I wouldn't do is just run glue down the side here, because otherwise you're just going to end up with it looks like a weld, and especially if you're using oil washes and stuff, it's going to actually cause problems. So that's what we're going to do there. Now what I've got to do is find a rubber band that hasn't perished, which is going to be a right problem, because every rubber band I have is perished in here.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have to use an old pair of socks.
Oh God. Don't worry, it's nearly Christmas.
Yeah. Hey, look, if you see my slippers, listen, they've given out. This is how bad things are. My workwear, I've got a split in me slippers. They're going to hold out till Christmas. It'll be fine.
Only 6 weeks to go.
That's it. Don't
I bet it's
give
not
up
even
on
that,
me
is it?
yet.
How long is it till Christmas? 5 weeks? 4 weeks?
Well, it's 25th today. It's a month
Yeah,
today,
it's
isn't it?
literally a month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm actually thinking next weekend I'm doing my Christmas shopping, which is not me at all. I'm going to be really organised, I think.
Well, do you know what I did?
Spend an hour on Amazon.
Exactly, Andy. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
That's it. Do you know what? I did even better than that, because Tam's the other day, she said, do you know what? I really like these boots. And I was like, well, I'll tell you what, if you want, I'll get them for you for Christmas. So that was it. That's Christmas done. So she got them. I sent her the money over. And now I've got them. I said she can have them on Christmas Day. So look at me. Forever the thoughtful one.
Everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner, yeah.
I've done really well, because I need an exercise bike, according to my consultant.
Right.
Not quite sure I'm going to actually pedal it, but
Is it an electric one?
so Shell has been looking at exercise bikes and decided now that she's going to have it as a Christmas present.
Hey?
Well, it's
How's that
great, because
work?
at least you'll have somewhere to hang your washing.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
classic.
Well, it's fair. This must be probably the fourth exercise bike. Well, maybe third exercise bike, and we've had a rowing machine as well. We'll get rid of every single one after about a year, because nobody ever uses them. And
Yeah.
yeah, but yes.
You never know, dear. This could be the year that it actually gets used.
Yeah.
But I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Right. I actually literally have not got a rubber band in the house. Do you know what? I blame the post office. Now they've stopped using them. I used to have an endless supply of rubber bands.
I've got to say, though, you know, Royal Mail rubber bands are of poor quality.
Well, they're designed to biodegrade, aren't they? So, because remember, it used to be, you could tell where the postie been, because there's a pile of rubber bands on the floor. Do you know, I've got a bag of rubber bands somewhere, and I've lost them. What have I done with them?
It's like those red ones they used to have.
Yeah, well, they were the biodegradable ones, weren't they? Oh, where have they gone? I used to have a bag of rubber bands here somewhere, and I've lost them.
Like I said, they're all biodegradable when you're using like a thin, aren't they?
Yeah, you got lacquer thinners near them, they just dissolve. You know what have I done with that? I went on Amazon about a year ago and bought a sack of them.
Yeah.
See, it's one of those where it's like really cheap, and I was like, do you know what? I need some, so I'm going to buy a big bag of them. And now I've lost them. They're obviously in a really, really safe place.
Right, what's happening in chat? How about a Flory Models necktie? You're gonna turn into Colin Furs.
Do you know what? I was actually thinking, but that's not us though, is it? We need a cravat.
Cravat.
I'm getting to that age where I'm thinking I need a cravat and a matching hanky.
Yeah, Flory Models hankies. That's what we
Yes.
I don't think I'd ever get to the age where I think I need a cravat.
No, don't be silly. Of course you do. Everyone needs a cravat.
You didn't wear one at your
Just
wedding.
look very dapper. Then you'd look dapper then, wouldn't you?
Well,
Is that a cravat?
that or that, yeah.
Hey, is that a cravat with a pastel jumper?
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. Something in a nice yellow pastel underneath.
The paisley patterned cravat.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh God, I don't think that'd go with a a pastel jumper somehow.
That's the idea, isn't it? Who says it's supposed to match?
Well, that is a good point. Yeah, that is a good point. Fashion tips from.
Yeah, don't take fashion tips from us.
Oh, why not? I think we're quite stylish. Hello from France.
Hello, France.
Hello. He says hello from France. Just about practicing my English. Well, that's very good English. It's a lot better than my French. Bonjour. That's yeah.
I've got one rubber band. If this breaks, I'm in trouble.
Oh, hang
That's tight, isn't it?
oh yeah.
That's very, very
We're
tight.
going to play the dueling banjos then.
Yes. Hold on. Whilst we're doing this, I'll play you a tune.
Yeah. It plays a nice Christmas ditty.
Right, that's nice. We're pulling together.
Where did you find your bands then?
Do you know what? I have no idea. I just found it on my desk over the other side. I've obviously had a delivery of something that had a rubber band with it.
You are the rubber band man.
That's it. Good song, that is. Do you know what? I even have that on my phone. It's on my playlist in the car.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
What song's that?
Rubber Band Man. To be honest, I played it for Tams. We were travelling down to Cornwall and I had it on. She's like, what the frick is this stuff? I was like, don't knock it.
Who's the artist?
Good. Hold on.
I know the song. Somebody, if you can't do it, somebody in chat. Who is it? Come on. Who plays guitar? Andy plays guitar, don't you, Andy?
Well, I say it. I play it. I used to. Not played it for years, to be honest with you.
I'm going to get...
Yeah. That's not the one.
That
Hold
is
on.
it. What are you playing
That's
there?
I have no idea. It just started doing something. Where's my songs? That's it. Where are we? Right. Playlists.
Yeah, it is an old tune from the 70s. The Spinners. Spinners?
Spinners, that was it.
Spinners?
Yeah, it is. It's the Spinners.
Oh, there you go then. Do you have problems with liquid cement running under your laggy bands?
That's why I always put a tiny cocktail sticks each side of them to keep them off so it doesn't track along it. So if I was doing something like this, I put in, obviously this isn't going to touch the item, but normally I put a couple of cocktail sticks so it keeps the height off of it. Otherwise, as you say, it will track down the side of the bands. So, yes. There you go. That's what it's got to be. Anyway, I can't do more than that, otherwise we'll get copyrighted.
Okay.
Don't knock it till you've had it. Don't judge me.
So you could literally play like 5 seconds of every song before we get monitored.
Yeah, that's it. They call it fair usage. After that, you're in trouble.
Or get the free lo-fi music on. Streaming music. That's the stuff.
Yeah. I've heard yours.
Yeah. He'll try editing his videos when he's got it on for hours.
Are you not a fan, Andy?
Not so much.
Oh, no, okay.
That's why we pay for the music, because I'm not type that we use. The only trouble when you buy it, like we paid for "Come Save Me" literally 20 odd years ago, and but still to this day, a new company takes over the rights for that song and then hammers me with copyright. And because we've got something like 6,000 videos on YouTube, you know, because obviously only 2,500 are visible, but all the members wanted the bills, and every single one has got it on it. My inbox just fills up with all these copyright notifications. So then you have to get hold of the company and say, look, here's my license. Here's my agreement, sod off. And they're like, oh, very sorry. And then you have to fight with them for literally the next 6 months. Because every time you put up a video, it comes up and they'll say, oh, we have added you to our list. And it's like, yeah, sod off, back off. So what I've done is I've just put a little bit of glue just down the back ends of this. So, because obviously the band is holding the back end, then we will come to the front once that's got a good bite, and then we'll seal it. So you can see we're doing this all in stages. So that way it's not trying to do everything in one. So the moment we just secured the back end of the wing, we've still got a small gap at the front. So say we'll give that half hour just to get a good bite. Then we'll move everything forward to this area. We'll pull this front area up just a little bit. And we're only talking probably like 1/2 mil. All right, and then obviously once that one's done, that will leave us just a small gap with any luck just down in here. We'll get the plastic card shim into it, and then obviously we'll be good to go. So that's how that's going to work. In the meantime, I'll try and do our little seats. So this is where I come into my hand painting skills, which I don't have any. Will be fine. I've got to remember now what colours I use for doing these.
Look at some of your old builds.
Yeah.
When I was doing the site yesterday morning, I'd put Spotify on. It comes up like with the suggestions at the top, and so I put that on. And it was all, is it drill rap?
Drill rap? What's that? That's a new one. I've never heard of drill rap. What's that?
Neither had I. Well, put it this way, it lasted for about 2 minutes, and then I ended up putting 1980s classic rock songs on. So.
Oh, you didn't put your country music on?
Country, no, I didn't have country on today. No. Last night, yesterday,
I had a last night when I was doing my tracks. Did I have Real Dictators, and it was on about Saddam Hussein this time.
All right, okay.
Quite interesting. Well, part one anyway. I was on part one. Not,
So yeah, what I'll do, everyone, is that, God, look, I'm about 10 years old there. That's literally the first week of this studio when I moved in, look. So you see that lovely picture of me like this, of how clear it is behind me and all the rest of it. Look, and now you get it like literally this. This is what happens You go literally from the two. Look at that lovely white space behind me, daylight streaming in, and it all looks very nice. And then literally, there you go, 10 years later, you go from that to this. It's absolutely full up. It's like, yeah, what happened?
Perhaps you need to, have a sort out.
Oh, I do, seriously. But the thing is, I'm moving out of here next year anyway, so it don't make a lot of difference. I'm going to keep saying, right, I'm going to have a full colour and do it, but then I think, well, look, if I'm only going to be here maybe 6 months left, there's not a lot of point really. I'm going to rip it all out anyway. How it's going to fit all in the unit, I have no idea, but yeah.
You're definitely going to have a cull, aren't you?
Yes, no, we will be having a big cull for that one. Right, I was just looking for a possible... Where's that done? Maybe let's try this one, but then I don't think I've got any pictures of this one.
You need a unit extension as well as a house extension.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Storage. You'll be on storage wars.
Those were the days when we did that one, the giant one. That's the 30-second Tamiya one that I went to town on and ripped it open. No aftermarket in this apart from the cockpit. So this was all scratch building on this. Those were the days. And I haven't got a picture of the seat. I've got a picture of the seat here somewhere. Yeah. It's a bloke. I know where I've got loads of pictures, but I can't put them on the screen. That's in my photo bucket account.
I'm going to leave that to dry. That's done. Let's have a look where we are here.
Tell you what I'll do, because we got a spare window and it gives them something to look at, I will sneak in one of the older builds in here. So vote now what you'd like to see in the background.
Phantom.
What, the old Phantom?
Don't know. To say it.
How about the Zucamori one? Got the Zucamori one. We want to go down the Phantom loop.
That's not an old build. Leave that one till tomorrow.
All right, okay.
Because don't forget you need to dig that out.
I was just going to see if I got a picture of the seats. When I did the seats.
No. You have to watch your own video back to see.
Yeah, I will, because I only just have a reference picture of the seats. Obviously that's... the seats. Where's the seats? Yeah, look, there you go. There's a picture of the seats. So looks like we just did it in the... Because this is the Japanese one, or the Kai. Yeah, put a Tomcat for Matt up. That's a good idea. Star Destroyer. Crikey, that's a good one. That's an old one. Let's have a look at the Star Destroyer build, shall we? You can see me looking about 10 years old doing that one. We go on to an interesting section. There we go. That one I do. The old logo and everything. Part 9. Right, okay, so we get a coat of green on this guy to start with. So it's going to be quite a simple job on this, purely because of the time constraints of it, of doing the seat. So what I'm going to do is I'll do standard NATO colour for the lower cushions, and the upper cushion one I'll do in deep green.
And what paint are you using?
Tamiya.
Tamiya what? XF what?
Yes, this is XF67 and XF26. You could do it in drab, but I think this is
Tell you
a
what.
bit more of a high contrast.
26 is one of them overlooked colours.
I like it. It's like proper, it's like yeah, it's like Bentley green.
I tell you what, actually, Dan, that is a good shout. Yes, we do need to do that because that'll be out soon. We ain't done. Do you know what, Andy? We've not done a pre-order on the book, RAF Buccaneer, the RAF one.
We won't, have we?
No, we'll get that sorted.
Yeah, put that on my list.
On the ever-growing list. We're so figured with the Gannet and other stuff, I forgot all about that one. At least one thing, it won't be a long wait because it's supposed to be out soon, isn't it?
Early next month, isn't it? So that's next week.
Yeah, next week then.
I've got to put some of my fast setting filler on, so when I put this on, I'll.
Fast setting filler, what is in super glue?
Yeah.
Don't knock it.
I'm still using the. Mine's been alright, my AK Black Widow.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Use something we can't sell.
Ooh, it's mine went a bit meh.
What, stringy or just.
Yeah, just a bit meh. I presume they must have pulled it for a reason.
It may be, like me, the actual cost of manufacturing the item just costs so much these days that they just temporarily pull it.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, stick. Stick. Ah.
Bet John had a shock this morning.
What
Being
would
a bit frosty,
the
but then he's hard. He's probably still in his shorts. It's all right, it'll be fine.
Can ask him tomorrow. I don't see many posties in shorts anymore.
I must admit, we've got a new one and he's in shorts.
Blimey. Proper hardcore.
Yeah, that's what I said to him.
What did he say? I ain't got any long trousers. They've not issued me any long trousers.
It fends off the dogs because the dogs see his legs and go, "Ugh, not biting that." I asked him it the other day, and the question was, delivery things was, do you have a dog?
Yes.
And it's starting to see that more and more everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I do have a dog.
It's on the raw milk collection thing, isn't it? When you.
Yeah, but it was something else. 'Cause I've always seen the one for the raw mail collection, but this one was, on there as well. And I was like, cracky, freaking everywhere now. Do you have a dog? Yes, I have a dog.
What happens if you put yes?
Well, this is it.
Well, I bet that's what breed then, and then if it's one of them bully dog things.
To be honest, I wouldn't worry about them. It's the little ones I worry about.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
gotcha.
snakes. I don't mind big snakes at all. Absolutely happy, no problem. But the little ones that hang in trees and that at face height, they're the one that terrifies me.
I tell you, it's never the dog, it's chuffing owners, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Hmm.
Right.
Never a good time to have the shakes, is it?
That's good about that coffee.
Yeah, no, I haven't had any breakfast this morning, so
You got any hot chocolate in?
I have got lots of hot chocolate. Do you know, I had one last night. That's it now. Hot chocolate season is upon us.
Tassimo one.
Yeah. To be honest, Laura got me this these like special flakes that you put in your hot chocolate. And it's basically like just milk chocolate flakes, but they're absolutely mega. So you just put a teaspoon of them in as well, and it's like, oh.
Do you find one enough? Because we normally end up having 3 between us.
Yeah, well, I say that's why. To be honest, these chocolate flakes, they're Marks and Spencer's chocolate flakes or something. And I found that if you stick them in with it, it's like proper. Yeah, like, oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's a little bit watery. Especially you only get freaking half a cup out of a Tassimo anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, Laura got me these flakes things. You just put a teaspoon of them in with it. It's like, oh, whole new level. Tell you what, I've done more hand painting on this kit than I think I've done in the last 20.
Nice, isn't it?
Well, it's therapeutic, isn't it?
Exactly.
I'm glad I've got a decent brush.
Yeah, try keep it that way, eh?
Yeah, well, I do. These are those Tamiya ones you gave us when I was up there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They're all right, actually. I quite like them.
The short
Like
handle.
a broken trode or whatever, but...
Yes. I don't think you can get broken toads anymore.
Oh, can't you? Are they gone?
I don't know, to be honest. I've not properly looked, but no, yeah, I'm not 100% if you can get them.
Okay, well, that dries.
Question: Phil, was that video made in your early 20s?
Yes. That video's now about... seriously, that's got to be now 13 years old?
So it's in his 30s.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was in my 20s, definitely. Yeah, it's amazing how much you age, because I would have been like 40 then, and it's like, yeah, what happened? I'll tell you what it was. It's not moisturising, that's what it was. You need to moisturise, kids.
Mate, it's just called getting old. No, I won't be using the figure kits, and probably will be adding some figures, to be honest. I'm going to have the hatches open, so I might have a couple of figures with it, I think, if I can find some. I don't know if you might use some mini art figures, or if I've got some more dragon figures, I don't know yet. We will see. We will see. Like I say, it's just see how it goes and run with it.
Right, I think I'm going to do a little bit of olive drab just for the base cushion.
Yeah.
Because I can't think what... It's either that or khaki. What do you reckon? Khaki? Khaki drab or olive drab for the seat, for the cushion?
Okay.
Khaki? It's more of a browny colour, isn't it?
Olive drab's a bit dark.
All right. Because obviously we do the harnesses in grey. I'll pick them out.
Of course. Why would you not?
Question about the Hataka Laka Lakas. For the first time, would I still use Phil's brush tip for the right consistency? Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget, lacquers tend to cover a lot better than acrylics. Even though they're thinner, Matthew will tell you the reason for this in a minute, because I don't know. But why is it that it's thinner, but lacquers seem to cover better than acrylics, Matt?
Do you know what? No idea. Not a clue. They just do.
Don't forget, that brush tip is literally just a rough ballpark, figure. It's not. I wouldn't hold it in stone. So have a spray. Listen to your airbrush. See what it's doing. And if it sounds like there's no difference between air and the paint coming through, you'll be absolutely fine.
Can't they get more pigments in?
It's probably, yeah, it's a
The lacquer
pigment.
dissolves the pigments better, and
Pigment binders, all that sort of stuff, I don't know.
we still haven't got the box art for the
Buccaneer.
for the Buccaneer yet.
Well, we have seen it because it was at Telford, wasn't it? It's in that nice wraparound scheme.
Yeah, but the box art was at Telford, was it?
Yeah, it's behind it. Because we were talking about it, saying the wraparound scheme is beautiful. It's really, really nice.
Oh, why has nobody done that?
It shows it on its side. It's literally pulling away from the camera. Very nice.
Fix that one out in a minute. Oh, here's one. Blimey, here's a blast from the past. Darren Cook's there. Blimey, how are you? Question. Should a tenor wire be supplied with kit that include photo and resin? Poof.
Don't know really, because a tenor wire tends to be preference what you use. I like using old knitting in elastic, but again, that's preference, isn't it?
Stretch sprue.
Stretch sprue in a lot of cases, yeah. Some people use actual wire.
Yeah, you can really fin. Yeah. Don't know. It's a good question, really. Don't think really many do they? The normal ones you get are injection moulded and look blooming awful, to be honest.
Yeah.
You try and clean them up and they just snap. I'm talking from my point of view. I don't know, obviously, about aircraft. I've never seen an aircraft kit with them. Have you?
No, I've never seen anyone do antenna wire.
No. My dog's back for some reason. Not time dog, it's only 11. Lunch is at midday. Don't turn to Lola.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to turn into Lola. Start bugging you an hour and a half before. Just to let you know, I am here.
Apparently, the Tamiya 30-second zero comes with antenna wire.
Does it? I don't remember that. Did it? I've built it. Well, whatever it was, I didn't use it. I used knitting in elastic on that one.
Interesting. Yes, Lola and Luna's met plenty of times.
Oh yes, they know each other very well.
Yeah. Besides Rubicon, are there any other kit makers using ABS plastic? Don't know. Is it ABS plastic on Rubicon? Isn't it?
Is it?
Is it? Why do you use normal glue, didn't you?
I just use normal glue when I put mine together.
I don't think ABS plastic.
I don't think it's not like the proper ABS plastic. It's definitely a very strong handleable plastic because obviously it's designed for wargaming.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's like, like some stuff's made of ABS and you just, it's rock hard. It's not that.
No. Like, car bumpers are ABS plastic, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it.
For members, I've put the Airfix Buccaneer up for pre-order on the forum if anybody wants to know.
Get your name down very quickly.
Okay.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, if you like what we do.
I'll tell you what, my super glue's not going off.
Well, there you go. That's because it's old.
There was me singing its praises, saying how good it was.
See?
That's why they don't use it anymore.
So what I tend to do with this type of stuff is literally just paint it, then we're going to dry brush it, which sharpens it all up. So we're just trying to get this in. Then once it's had a dry brush, we usually give it a wash, and that sharpens it up even more. So if you're like me and not very good at painting, and you do go a little bit over, honestly, I won't worry about it. And then last up, we'll pick out all the silvery bits, the buckles and that.
Do you know what?
Mm.
I've run about antennas. This kit's got antennas.
Yeah, right.
You've got the antenna wire. To be honest, I might snip them and drill it and put my own in. But they're not too bad. That's all, yeah. You just normally get the part the antenna wire goes in, you know what I mean? Or cable, whatever you want to call it.
We used to have a yard brush that was fantastic. The right thickness for antenna wires. But Cheryl ended up chucking it away because it was running out of
bristles,
and she couldn't understand why.
Yeah, I've always done that for armour. The great thing about that is that the nylon bristles, they're flexible, so they don't break off.
Did you tell her?
No.
No.
So I was keeping that brush, and she's like, "We've never used it."
Just keep shredding its its bristles.
To be honest, I do that to our one. I showed it the other week, didn't I? It's like, yeah, it's one end, it's bold.
All right. Gary Silver Fox. God, I can read. Question, guys. I applied Tamiya panel line wash, went to remove the excess, and it started to lift the paint. I had sealed the acrylic paint with 2 coats of gloss varnish. Cheers. How long have you left it before you applied your wash? That's probably the question to ask.
Yeah. Somebody asked earlier, I just saw it.
And it shouldn't react though, should it? Because it's an enamel over acrylic. So
I'm going to say the trouble you do get, and it does happen a lot, is that if you're using like lacquers and obviously enamels and stuff, it doesn't eat in, but it will soften just by its nature because it's a hot product on top.
Yeah.
But somebody asked earlier, is the Flory washes genuinely made of clay? Well, yes.
No.
Otherwise, it wouldn't come off.
Like we've said before, it's made of unicorn tears.
It's unicorn tears. But no, it generally, yes, it's just clay. It's clay and water. There's nothing else in it.
Apart from secret ingredients.
Well, there is a couple of little bits in there, but that's literally nothing. Apart from one, it stops it from growing green crap in it, because obviously it is water, so it will grow. You know, it ends up like a petri dish. And the other thing as well is obviously another one is a debinder, or, you know, basically it makes it flow. Otherwise, if it's just water, it just bead up on the surface. So you need something in it to make them flow and to get into all the little tiny gaps and nooks and crannies.
What are you doing?
So that's what that is. I don't know if I've got one here to show.
I'm back.
Where have you been?
Needed a comfort break.
There you go. Look, you can see that's got the clay in the bottom. I go like that. That's your clay. To sit there just like that. And then obviously it will separate. But if you was to stick your finger in that, you will feel it's pure 100% clay. So, but say once it sits, but then again, you give it a... You can then start to get it out. This one's been stood up here for, well, months. But if you give it a good old shake, it will then, as you can see, start to come back. The clay will break down and you end up. That's why this stuff, you need to shake it. Like this is what happens to paint. In fact, I can show you paint. Because if you see how much is... I grab a finest bottle of MRP. you'll be able to see it in here. You can see, there you go, that's how much pigment you've got in the bottom there. The rest of it is all just thinners, and you can see it's the same thing. So, well, you have to wake them up, give them a good old shake, because otherwise what you've got up here is obviously just the thinner. So you do need to give them a good old shake to wake them up. Right, so seats painted a bit, and then we're just going to come in, pick out a few little details. So we just grab a good old Posca pen.
Gotcha. Luna, come here. What you got? Oh, God. No, not good. Oh.
You did a runner with a pot.
Bet it's a slipper or a shoe or a...
Slipper. Somebody's slipper. Come on, it's just going to be a pain, Horrid.
She likes her footwear, doesn't she?
Oh, God, yeah, she likes to shoot, yeah, just nicking people's shoes.
Bless her.
That's definitely a spaniel trait, that is.
Yeah. Labradors are worse. Can't
You
do
are?
anything. Labradors, I think, are worse. As soon as they see you, it's like, oh my God, I've got to get you something. You know?
Yeah.
Right, so seats roughly painted up and done. So what we'll do in a moment, we'll give them a dry brush with a little bit of grey, just to really bring everything to life and make it pop. If I get our camera a little bit close, if I get too close, it has a habit of blurring up. But then we'll give them a bit more, and then we'll go around and we'll pick out all the metally bits, and say have a little wash as well, just to get it going.
Anyway, go back to this thing with his wash and stuff. He had left it for a few days, so
Yeah.
what varnish did you use? Whose varnish was it? And what did you use to thin it?
That's it. Ross says I could gift my slippers to Luna for Christmas.
As long as they smell it, she'll love them.
Oh God, no problem with that. That's fine. Don't you worry, she'll love them.
That's why she don't have mine. Oh. So you use the ultra matte varnish, but in your thing you said you use the gloss varnish. 2 coats of gloss varnish, but then I used AK's new ultra matte. Is that right? I'm missing something because I've got a thing on this. So. Thing is, I've not used them panel liners because we can't get. We do the AK panel liners, which I presume are the same, but not the. The other thing is, what was you removing it with? If you're using B&Q's finest,
Yeah.
Industrial strength, that's a bit aggressive. Don't know, I'm trying to troubleshoot here. So, have you been using a bit milder artist grade stuff? I will say one thing with the ultra matte though, if you're putting a wash over it, it's going to grip. It's going to be probably quite a bit because that is flat. Yeah. It might be a bit harder to get off unless you like a satin or something.
Good. It's a little bit too strong, that brush.
Have you broke
Really
it?
clean that one. No, it's not that. What it is that the bristles are really stiff. And I need something a bit softer. It's a bit more gentle for dry brushing, because you know what it's like. We want to fade it in a bit. That's more like it.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. So right then, sealed first with the gloss coat for decals and then an overall matte finish. So yes, thinking now, thinners I use to try and help it flow. If you've used the industrial grade thinner, that's going to be a bit vicious. Could be a problem. It's normally cooked. Yeah, I say, is it? Luna says yes. Not Charlie, it's Luna.
Yeah.
Yes. Never go with strange men to see puppies.
Unless they've got chocolate.
Yeah.
Right, okay, just show you. Here we go. Seat's done. Just a quick job. Go pick up the metalwork in a minute.
Very nice.
There we go. So there we go. Just a quick hand painty thing. So I think once it's set in now, it'll be fine. As I say, we just pop around with a little bit of silver for the buckles and the stuff. But there we go. It's just a quickie job. Quickie slow go. Just on. Also, I'll put the handles on afterwards. Obviously, I've got to make a pair, which is a pain. But yeah, no, it's fine. Yes. Nice.
Pete, so we just go back to Gary. You know what? You know when you did your wash, you know how you put your matte coat on? That's not going to help the capillary action because it's just going to grip. So you probably would, especially the ultra matte. The matte coat itself, if you use the matte varnish, that's not so bad. The ultra matte is, like I say, is dead flat. And then if you're putting a wash over the top of that, I think again, for capillary action wise, it's going to struggle a little bit. Again, I normally do it if I'm doing a wash like that. I do it over satin varnish and then. Yeah. Okay.
What you need, right, is some of this.
You do. You need some floor wash. Don't mess about then, does it?
Yeah. Don't peel your paint off that one.
Jim's got a question for everybody. What's your least favourite phase or task of a model build?
Sanding and filling.
Yeah, what I'm doing now. Definitely.
Deckling for me.
I don't mind deckling at all.
I hate deckling. Yeah, everybody's going to put teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork. Yeah, no, it is me. I freaking hate teamwork.
Hey, teamwork and rescribing.
Yeah. This is going to be my next thing.
What, scribing?
Yeah.
You know what, I might just plastic card shim this instead of trying to pull it together because it'd be quicker. Fastest way. Right, plastic card. No real half hand. That's what I was going to use for this. I've got seamless intakes for this kit from the old D-mold. These have got to be at least 23, 24 years old. No, maybe about 20 years old. But yeah, seamless intakes for the Hasegawa kit. But I couldn't be bothered to put them in because it would have taken too long. Right, plastic card.
Yeah, here's a good one. Choosing what to build.
Yeah, which is Matt's problem.
Oh, it's definitely my problem, yeah. It's getting easier because the stats have been cool, isn't it? So, but yes, yeah, I do have that, yes. Of like what to build next. So do you reckon you'll get it in prime this afternoon?
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting heavy, Doug. You really are getting heavy.
Okay, so we just put a shimmer plastic card straight in, which fits very, very nice. Alright, so that's in there. So then what you do is you take your very nice sharp knife. So we'll do the backstage in a moment, and we're just going to run this gently, gently, gently.
Normally does take longer to use resin parts than the kit part, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're nice sandy sticks you're using, Andy.
My polishing sticks.
That, and we need a bit of thinner stuff for the next area.
These aren't flory ones.
Fine.
I saved my flory ones for best.
Oh, right, okay.
Kind of buffing the sanding mark. That's what I'm doing.
Shut that blooming blind down. I've got some in my face.
So what we do, we get the plastic card, it's in there. We've cut this one because it's nice and solid. And then what we're going to do is you take very, very sparingly, so knock all the glue off, and then we're just going to run it just down in here. Because obviously you don't want the glue to be tracking up on the inside and gluing your part in. So that's why I use a very, very small, tiny, tiny amount of glue. Because what you want it to do is weld just on this side, not on the other side.
And
Right,
what
so we
gauge
just let
plastic
that go.
card is that?
Eh?
What gauge?
Gauge?
Yes.
Oh, geez, I don't know. This is the thinnest one they do, and I've just got a pack of everything here. So
Paper.
I don't know. It's literally, this is like 80-gram paper, which is great for doing small stuff. And I've got one that's a little bit thicker, so forth, until I've got one down there that's like 6 mil thick. Take your pick. So
The right grade for the needs.
yes, that's it. Absolutely, it's the one. So again, I'm just going to pop this one just in the front bit here. We'll let that go. So we're just putting it in there, and then again we'll then come along with the paper stuff. And sometimes, don't forget, you can laminate it together. So you might think, right, okay, well I'll put a couple of bits together.
Hey, I tell you what I didn't do the other day, did I? Because my internet was rubbish. My unboxing.
All right, go on then.
Hold on, I'm just going to put the dog in a crate for half an hour. So we can have a bit sort of know what to do with those. No, come on in the bed. Right. Little blind down. Right. Are we ready?
Hold on.
Hold on. I need to make a bit of room. Hold on. Let me just have a tidy up because I'm going to knock some over here and make a mess.
Right, go on then.
Hold on. Right, ready. I need a blade to get in it. So, do we have any educated guesses of what it could be?
Something flat.
Something
So I'm thinking it's a Revell kit. Because Revell are always quite flat.
I bet it's a ship.
Yeah. You think it's a ship?
No, because he wouldn't build a ship.
No, I won't. Yeah, I'm quit looking on emails. Let me have a look on email.
That's cheating, Andy.
Is it a
A what? I can't get it.
a mini art Valentine?
A mini art Valentine? No, it's not a mini art Valentine. No, in a box. Mind you, it's a bit overpacked if it is.
Is that the next one, is it?
Oh, it's in here. Oh, good. There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh God, he's bought another one.
I know.
A Freylon.
What? You've already got one?
Yeah, but this is the proper one. I think the other one's going because this is the one.
Well, he's going to have a fleet of them. Fleet of Freylons. Do we have to have a trip up to Thingy then to go and get some reference photos for you? Up to the helicopter museum.
Hey, look at that for an instruction sheet.
Yeah.
That's proper old school hella.
Is it on one sheet?
No, look.
Oh, no.
It's stapled together.
It's
Look at
in
that.
large format print.
And here we go. Here's the chopper.
Mm.
There you go.
That's huge. It is a monster.
So that other one, Phil.
John, I would hide if I were you because you know what the next question's going to be.
When?
No, Puma's first, John. Puma's first. I said that. Oh, let's have a look at the decals. Oh, perhaps not. Oh yeah, they're in good nick. Look at the state of them. I think they've yellowed a little bit.
I think so, yeah. Do they do aftermarket for it?
No.
No.
Alan messaged me yesterday and said, remind Matt about the Puma he sold you.
Yeah, no. No, we're still on. Don't fret about that. Just like I say, when John's back to normal and can get me some stuff for it, it will be built. Because I did say I'd do it and I will do it. So.
Yes.
It's a lump, isn't it? I think
It is a massive lump,
Hey,
yeah.
Should have the other one, Phil.
No, you're fine, thanks. You're already making me build a bloody Halifax.
Yeah, but this is easier than a Halifax. It goes together.
Well, yeah, I know. I'd rather build 10 of them than a Halifax.
We can't. That's not.
But you won't let me.
That's not the deal.
Nice. Very nice.
It's a cool looking helicopter, the Freylon.
So just some of the things, just a couple of questions here. Somebody was saying about the plastic card come from PM. No, but we will be stocking plastic card in the new year.
Yep.
So we will have it in the new year. We're not going to carry everything, but we're going to carry most things, if that makes sense, with plastic card. But Andy's been very busy. So, yeah, it's going to be horrendous.
I've got that many things that I need to do.
Yeah, that's it. It's on his list. So,
And then when I've done
yes.
that, then I've got to move it all to the other side. Happy days.
Amazingly, that's 72nd scale.
What is?
Yours, isn't it? Is it 48th, 72nd?
35th?
Oh, is it 35th?
God, you can imagine 72nd. Come on. No, it's 35th.
There you go.
Thing is,
35th scale.
it's about the same size as my Halo, and that's 72nd.
Hmm.
That is a huge bump. So can I just share screen a bit for a second, Phil?
Yeah.
Because Alan also sent me a picture of what he thinks Matt's next car should be.
Go on then.
Car?
Yeah.
No, I'm not buying any more cars. Just that.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah. That's what Phil should have.
Jesus. Very good.
I wonder what it's based on. What are the wheels off?
I'm trying to work out what they've based it on. Normally they are Volkswagen Beetles because they're easy because of the pan, aren't they?
I was going to say, looking at the windscreen, it looks a bit sort of MR2-y, but
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the seats. Yeah, I think it is an MR2, isn't it?
Fair enough.
So, question for Jim. Are you pulling figures with your Achilles? Right, now the dog's actually in a bed. I can actually do a bit more modelling.
There we go. We've done our... Here we go. We're cutting these off now. You can see, instead of filler, we've just put a shimmer plastic card and we are now seamless. It's a lot easier than messing around with, you know, with filler. On a seam like this, I would always go for the plastic card every time, because otherwise it's literally just a pain. Just if you're using a new blade like I am, just be careful where you're going with it, because it's easy for it to go off and start it making its own trip. So
Just going through our chats if we missed any. Any questions from the past hour and a half?
I have been keeping an eye on it when I can.
Tony says he can't see my handiwork.
And there.
Yeah. All I doing was basically taking seam lines out and sanding them and polishing them. It's not really. Clive's got a question about, just I'll come back to you, Matt, sorry. For Phil, about the Phantom, do you put plastic card across the bottom of the intakes? I glued the wings last night, and now when I look down the intakes, there's a big gap.
No, you shouldn't have a gap. You should be. There you go. Hold on, let me go solo a minute. You shouldn't have any. Oh, you mean that gap down the back there? That one down in here. Which, don't forget, you can see my finger if that's what he means, that gap down in there. Don't forget, by the time you get an engine in there, you won't see it. It's just that, if you wanted to, some of the people used to take out that section in here with the wall, so it gives you a full length, but obviously it just opens up into the inside. But yeah, what you're looking at, I think you can see it. If I put my hand down there, you can see that down there he means. But yeah, don't worry about it, because by the time the engines are in there, it'll be a black hole. And you won't see a thing. It's only because at the moment you've got light coming in here, but if I cover up both engines, there you go. See? It will be just a black hole, and you won't see anything, so it'll be fine. But yes, so there we go. That's that plastic card done down in there. Get rid of that. So yeah, nice little quick, easy fix. And as I say, if I'd been waiting for filler, we'd be waiting all year. So now that's in, and when you're happy with it, it's all nice and clean. All we do is just going to come along with a little bit of extra thin, and then the extra thin now will weld the plastic card to the intake, because at the moment it's only secured to the wing. And that way we'll just put a generous bead right the way down the entire length, and now we've got a totally seamless section all the way through. So it will just save you a lot of hassle, and obviously this will clean up all the little lumps and bumps and stuff all the way in there like that. So now we're all set and we're all ready to go. So hopefully this nose section will be dry in a minute, because I need to do a little bit of sanding work with it just to tidy this up. Moving mouse off the screen. There we go. So that's all looking nice. So actually we are pretty much getting there. I'll take one of my seats just to go for effect. Pop our seats in. So our seats in like this. So we'll be doing all right.
John's put some pictures of the paintbrush holders in the
All right, cool.
the thread.
Oh. Have you ordered your lunch, Andy?
I haven't actually. No.
Do you
Oh,
think
you on Just Eat, are you?
Jump to share a picture of the paintbrush shoulders.
No. Surprise.
Surprise, surprise,
Hey?
surprise.
He what? Cries.
A
Surprise, I said.
I'm surprised.
Surprise. It's a
I thought he
surprise.
cries.
It's a Christmas surprise.
I thought he cries. Don't worry, it's not that bad.
I did when it kept failing. Yeah, we'll be fine. Christmas surprise. It is.
And John's probably thinking, how come Andy can see the pictures of the surprise?
Oh, almost knocked the glue over.
Bill,
Yes.
designated drunk.
Hey?
Designated drunk. Is that the Revel Star Destroyer?
No. That's God, what's it called? Oh God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imperial Star Destroyer it is.
Hold on. I can tell you what it is. It is the Anigrand one.
Yeah.
So it's slightly bigger. It's a bigger one, that one. And it's resin. It's solid resin. So, but yeah, it's a lot more detailed and stuff. So, and obviously it's fully LED lit, which I think you'll see in a minute as well. So, but yes, very nice. To be honest, the Zvezda one is really nice as well. It's not quite as detailed as this thing, but if you're not that worried about it, it's still a mega kit. And to be honest, it'll go together a lot easier, this thing, and it won't weigh about 200 kilos.
Somebody's just asked about paint me. I use this one, the AK one, which I quite like. And I've never tried the Winder & Newton one. And to be honest, I don't brush Tambia paints either. I just use Gen 3s or Vallejo's, whatever. So, but I find that work quite well. A couple of drops of that or one drop of that, beautiful stuff.
Bacon grilled cheese quesadilla.
Is that what you're having?
No, because I'll end up like Phil was, doesn't I?
What, over cheesed?
Or do you mean on the toilet?
Yeah.
Yesterday. I don't want that in the afternoon session.
Jesus.
Sat there on the
To be honest, I
pan.
was fine. I don't know what happened there. I literally just had explosive diarrhea
Right.
for,
No,
and then it was fine. I was all right. It passed.
it passed in one sitting.
It did, literally. There was nothing left of me. That's why. I was half the man I started off with. There, where did that go? Oh, there it is.
What time we're finishing? 12?
12, yes. 12. Ah.
And then we're back on at half past, aren't we?
What, 12?
Yeah. Give Andy time to eat his thing. Hey, for anybody here, look, I found a couple of strays, look. Just zoom in
Oh, yeah.
of me. So,
Oh,
the old
where are you?
products.
That one. Sorry. There you go.
so as you can see, these are printed different because normally they print the other way up, don't they? This one's printed how they've done it. So, the god hands, snip the old this side supports off, and then there you go, snap it off. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
It's hardly any clean up either. There you go. And to be honest, the old cleats that moulded in would, if it's a real tank, won't last 2 minutes anyway on a to be worn out. So, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see that on camera. I'll try and show you.
Oh, you're full screen. Yeah, you can see the holes clearly. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the holes there for pinning. Might need a bit of a clean out with a really fine drill bit, but yeah, they're all there. So they're all fully workables. And happy days.
Nice. Very nice.
put them in there. Right. These buggers next.
Ordered.
What time's it come in?
I've set it off past 12. Just in case.
Is that the right time, Andy, unlike the other night? You've done that for PM, not AM, haven't you?
Yes. Do you know, the worst one I've ever done was I ordered something once and not realised that the actual place was closed, and I ordered for the following day. It was a Chinese and they weren't open on a Tuesday or something. But you could still place an order, but for the Wednesday.
So it turned up on the Wednesday.
Yeah, well, we realised when we did it that.
What, when it didn't turn up?
Well, no, before that it was actually closed, and not sure whether I ordered it or Shell ordered it. To be honest with you, but
that lovely restaurant we used, you know, when you came for New Year and we had the Chinese.
Yeah.
Mm.
We went when we was out, obviously last Sunday. Watched football and stuff. We came back and thought, we'll call in and pick one up. They shut him for 3 months.
3 months?
Wow.
Yeah.
Under refurb.
I don't know what's going after. They're probably rebuilding that wall that's been knocked over again. But no, they must be going visiting or whatever. I know they do shut for a bit in, like, for Chinese New Year and whatever. But yeah, I think it's 2 or 3 months are going to be shut for. Like, they do.
See, now I've got to think, because obviously today is traditionally we have it on a Friday, a takeaway, but we're having sod it Saturday this week. So now I'm thinking, ooh, Chinese. Because it was going to be fish and chips.
Was it?
But now you've placed another thought.
It is, isn't it, when you do? Yeah. I think we're having a bit of a sodic Saturday as well, because obviously Les is out with Michelle, which is Andy's other half. So, but definitely having a nice Sunday dinner tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Winner chicken dinner, I think we're having.
Cool.
And I've got leek and potato soup for my lunch.
Mm. Yeah. I might have a bit of soup, actually.
Is that what you're having, Phil?
Well, we have got some chicken in the fridge, and I think it was going to be a chicken sandwich, but...
No, I'm going to finish it off on what I agree.
On. Right, 15 minutes to mask up and I'll be on track. Okay, so clear parts. They've got to be open because obviously Phantom with open canopies looks very cool.
That's true. Like a tomcat. Right, that's going to be fun to get on. Might be a bit of super glue on that. Ah, what's happening in chat? Terry's asks, can the new mugs be ordered through Serious Hobbies? They can't, can they? They're exclusive.
No, I'm sorry, it's just to us. Yeah, there's not enough in it to be able to obviously give the stockist, you know, a margin, if you like. Because to be honest, there's not a lot in it. They're only a tenner.
Yeah,
Which I think is a great price.
There's not a lot of margin in stuff like that, is there?
No. Should have bought a mask set for this.
On the Hasegawa F4 you are working on, is it necessary to use the plastic card on the wing? Does it push the wing down with extra hadidral?
No. To be honest, what it is a small gap. It's not pushing the wings or anything. They're just there. Obviously, the old anhedral and dihedral. But again, you can pull it up slightly and it will close it. But I think if you overdo it, you are going to change the angle. So, as you can see, it's absolutely fine. Let's screw it up to the camera.
You don't want to be changing the angle of the dangle, do you?
No, nope. No. So you're absolutely fine with it.
Right. Are you nearly ready for priming, Andy?
I'm not far off. I'm going to do my canopy masking next, I think. I'll definitely be priming this afternoon. So I wanted to get the main colour on this afternoon, but I bet it might be this evening.
I need some reference photos of the Stug 4. To have a look. If it's got stuff on it or missing. Where are you?
Adam says, how much of the Gannet cockpit can you actually see when it's obviously all together? To be honest, you can see quite a bit. It's all right. Not as bad as some of them. To be honest, so we were saying the observer's one's behind it, or whoever sits behind him, whatever he does. You can see all of his as well, because obviously the wing fold, very cleverly, if you're going to do it folded up, doesn't cover it. Which is handy, handy. Let's say when we had a bit of a feel of it at Telford, it's a really, really nice kit. I think it's going to be easily Airfix's best to date.
Yeah.
I have to say that because Pranjit designed it, but
even
seriously, it is. It's absolutely mega. It's really, really nice. The level of detail that's on it will blow you away. It's got gorgeous stuff. If you thought the Sea King was good, wait till you see this.
Also, the way it goes together, the wings and the big wing sparring.
Yeah, the way it all clips together is really, really nice. Very Bandai-esque. It literally just pops in with a satisfying click at the end.
Quick.
One. Sound of concentration. I can almost smell it. Oh look, we finished. Doo, doo, doo. Hey look, we can look at the end wrap. But Nathan will dream to get to this stage on the MRAP. About 7 months, I think he'll get there. Oh look, there's Matt's clock.
Can you hear me clock?
Can then, yeah. When you're quiet, you can hear it.
I'm sending you one for Christmas.
I've already taken the batteries out of my old one. Bloody thing's too noisy.
Do you think it's therapeutic?
No,
It drives
I
me
hate
mad.
ticking clocks. Drives me mad. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, look, you took the batteries out of the one in your when you were staying in my spare room.
I did. Put them back in now.
I didn't.
Oh, Andy did.
I
I
did.
don't blame him. That thing's proper loud. That's why we put it in there.
You should have just hidden. Should have put loads in and just hidden them.
Yeah, just hidden it somewhere in the room, ticking under the bed or something.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
No, not my. Problem is, it's my brain is then waiting for the next tick,
Yeah.
and sort of like so it's tick, and it's like my brain's then sort of waiting for the next tick, and the next tick, and the next tick. So it drives me mad.
Interesting. Vague, Jim, to be honest. Definitely not Tamiya.
What's that?
He says, "How's the fit on the stuff before washer?" But like I said, vague. It's okay. It's not. It's Italy from when it was. It's all right. It's not bad kit. It's just no like lack of load. It's just marks on the plastic. So you ain't got really locating lugs or anything like you normally would. So you just line it up and stick some glue on it and hope it's where it should be. But that's all right so far. It's not. It's not an overly taxing kit to build. Oh, funny noise outside. Somebody's got a lawnmower out.
I think I can hear our bin men as well, because I didn't pick up yesterday, so could do with them emptying that at some point.
Or somebody's got a Hoover.
Leaf blowers, that's what's busy around here at the moment.
Oh yeah, I need to do
And we
that.
haven't got that giant tree out the front, but it's people over the back and everything. You can just hear leaf blowers continuously.
Yes.
I'm thinking, who's mowing their lawn? It's raining, but it's not a leaf blower.
Ah, you Doyle. Did that lined up and. Yeah, it could be a leaf blower. I don't know. Somebody's doing something out there. It'd be very annoying.
Mind you, somebody was burning tyres, it smelled like last night. I was down in the unit and it was like, Jesus, it smelled burning plastic. You know? I'm sure you can't put that in your wood burner.
Weren't you then?
No, not me. Don't burn anything anymore.
Why?
Used to burn everything. Nowadays, no, can't do it anymore. I'm environmentally friendly, me.
Did you get a cease and desist?
No, we just were being good to the neighbours. Terry says his wife's outside cleaning up leaves whilst he sits here and watches this. Tony says, I find the TikTok really relaxing.
And with you.
And he did as well until he threw the clock out the window. I thought you would just chuck it out the door, put it outside, chuck it in the other spare room.
Yeah, Lydia was in there.
Yeah, that's it. She'd have been fine.
Matt was in the other one, so. That's a good point, actually. Matt, you don't mind them, so.
Yeah, that's it. You can just put it in with Matt.
Thanks.
You know what? This is really, really difficult to see. I can't see the lines. So I think we're going to have to put some strips down.
Let's get them on. Right. So this afternoon when we come back, we'll go through Instagram, see where your work is.
Yeah, make sure everyone updates everything, and we'll go through that when we're back.
So that gives you a chance to update, and
Yeah.
and we'll have a look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. Right, let's try it this way. So I'm pretty sure this kit used to have slightly sharper details. So I think it's just showing its age just a little bit now, because I'm pretty sure you used to be able to really easily see the demarcation lines from like the clear parts, but now they're really quite hard to pick out, so through tape anyway. So I think we're going to have to thin the tape a bit just to make it a bit easier to see.
So my next trick is trying to find all that aircraft grey.
There's Andy's afternoon taking up.
I'll find it before, because it's going to make a lot of noise, because I need to dig into me,
Deep stash.
yeah. Which is just chucked in the bottom of a toolbox.
That's going to need some super glue. I'll super glue that over lunch, I think. Cool as, right. Are we going to call it a morning?
We will, just so we get this little last bit in here. And I'll continue with this whilst we have lunch.
Okay. Oh,
Coming together. Doing
live stream drinking with moderation, a glass of red wine.
We've done that before.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be the first time we've done that, would it? So, where are we?
Craig says his nan always had a small grandmother clock. Its tick was quite loud, but a lovely sound. Just lethal. I'd be asleep within minutes, especially as it was 1,000 degrees with a 4-bar fire on. The saucer of water next to it.
Yes.
There we go. Cool.
Nice. Very nice. Right. Well, I'm together, so we're pretty much. I just want to get the clear parts on, so we'll get them glued on. As soon as they're on, we can get this into primer. And then obviously as it's drying in primer, we'll get on with all the other bits as well. So we can then start to take care of the gear, the pylons, nozzle bits down the back and all the rest of it, which we'll probably do afterwards anyway. But no, it's pushing along very, very nicely on that one. Coming together well.
Matt's on crotch cam.
That's on crutch cam.
Sorry, I thought I changed that.
No, that's fine. Whatever you want to show us.
Hey. I've done an Andy and not changed my camera.
Something for the ladies. Right. So yes, we'll be pushing on. So you all doing all right? Is it all going well?
Steady, but yeah, I'm getting there actually, yes. The superstructure is not far off being attached to the hull.
Nice.
So I've just got to get these side skirts on. And a few bits and bobs to add. I need to start finding stuff for this or making stuff because it's tools next, which are weak, to be polite to them.
Yes.
But I think I can sort that. So yeah, actually, I'm not doing too bad at all, to be honest. I think what I might have to do is tackle some tracks. I think
Yes.
I might go on them this afternoon and see how many needs a run and if I need to print more and that. So yeah, no, we're doing all right.
Very nice. Very cool. No, it's all going very well. Hopefully your builds at home are going as well. Remember, update, stick them over on our Instagram page if you want to be seen on here. So just tag us, just tag your photo with official Flory model. As soon as you start to write it, it'll pop up. And then as you can see down in here, some of the guys have been working on some stuff. It will pop up just like that as well. And we'll have a look at those this afternoon. So if you want to get any ones up, if you're a non-member, pop them out. Members, update your build threads now. And then what I'll do is I'll poke through those ones as well and see how we're getting on. What was that?
So it just fell over in the background. I don't know. What was it?
Yes.
There's one of them that's stuck in the top of me.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, Sandy fell off.
Earthquake in Mansfield. So yes, so if you want to update all your bits and pieces when we come back, obviously we'll go around and we'll have a proper look at those when we come back at 2 o'clock. So we are going to be back with you between 2 and 4 for some more building and bits and pieces. Hopefully you'll be pushing on really well with these, and then don't forget we're back with you tomorrow. Don't forget you can go over it in the break as well and have a look around obviously the Flory Model store. Maybe get yourself some washes, some merchandise, bits and pieces like that. And obviously you've got those great deals as well over at PM Models as well. Just click on the specials area and maybe you nab yourself a bit of a bargain as well on there, and all the other bits as well. Get all your sundries, your paints, your tools, all your stuff. It's all in there as well as make our way through. Right, okay then guys, we will leave it right there. Sorry, good. We all done?
Yep.
Yeah, I've got somebody's at the door.
Look, he's going already. Right, we will see you later everybody. Happy modelling, take care. Bye.
Bye.